Welcome to Cinderella Has Cellulite, a show about love, romance, and how to make it all last. Relationship expert Donna R. Weitzman draws on her years of experience in and out of the dating game to unwrap the mysteries behind the all-too-familiar fairy tale. Tune in to find out the secrets behind first dates, second marriages, and everything in between. From his friends and her friends to X's and O's. This is Cinderella Has Cellulite. And now, your host, Donna R. Weitzman.
Good morning, afternoon. It's afternoon again. Hi, followers. Hello, listeners. Hello, viewers. And hello, Zach.
Hello, Donna.
How are you?
You know, I'm doing okay. It's a little cloudy outside, but I feel good. How are you?
Zach, I think I saw you going to lunch earlier. So.
Oh, did you?
Or did you have lunch here? You've been on the TV all day long.
I've been all over the place. Today has been a busy day.
Lots of things to talk about.
Yes.
We're going to talk about a couple of things this morning in our podcast. And number one, we're super excited that you're listening to us more and more every week. Right, Zach?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I am too, and
Yeah.
It's so fun to see everybody and hear everybody. But I'm going to talk about a little bit of a challenge today. I've been asked quite a bit about people cheating.
Cheaters. The worst kind.
Yeah, and I'm a baby boomer, Zach's a millennial, and
I
of
am.
course everybody in between, but it appears that every generation really, really, really doesn't like cheaters.
You know, I don't think anybody should. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of shame there. You shouldn't be a cheater fan. Nobody likes them, and that's okay.
Well, you said a cheater fan. Is it okay to be a cheater and just not a cheater fan, or
Negative
neither one?
Ghost Rider. Yeah, neither
one.
and or. They're all bad.
Okay, well, let's
None of the
talk
above.
about that. You know, there's some likely candidates to cheat.
Really?
Did you know that, Zach?
I didn't know that.
Well-
I mean, I guess there's certain personality types you think maybe they're a little sketch, but for the most part, I think most people are valid if you're in a good relationship, right? Maybe I'm just real hopeful.
You know what? We know what I always think about when I think about somebody cheating is kind of the sleazy guy or gal with too much jewelry and their hair slicked back and that kind of sleazy look.
Oh, sure.
That Vegas look.
They're too good for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's
Did
exactly
you know
what
that
is.
doesn't make any difference?
What? You really?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Material possessions don't matter.
Well, I don't know about material possessions, but how they look doesn't matter. So
Okay.
let's talk about the three kinds of personalities that are more likely to cheat.
Top 3 cheater personalities.
Doesn't mean they will,
I like
but they
this.
are more likely.
Yeah, this is a good headline. What do you got?
I'll start off with the first one, and it's not a surprise. We have a few of these around nowadays, and they're talked about a lot, and that is the narcissist.
The narcissist. Named after Narcissus, of course.
And
That's a
why
Greek
would
myth.
you think a narcissist would cheat? Pretty normal, typical?
Because they think they're better than everybody else, and they think to themselves, "I'm so great. I want everybody in society to shower me with my
There you
greatness."
go. They cannot get enough greatness showered upon them. I love that. Have you ever known a narcissist woman or man?
You know, I've known a couple of guys. I think I don't know about women. They usually seem pretty humble. At least the ones I run into. Maybe I'm running the wrong crowds, but they seem good. You know what I mean? They're not bad. Definitely run into a couple of guys who were a little particular, especially back in college, and they had some stories. So maybe there's a little something to this first one.
Well, there you go.
The narcissist.
It's a big one. So if you think that your lover or your partner is a narcissist, or that you're falling in love with a narcissist, I would suggest go and get a book and read about the traits of a narcissist, or just look it up online.
Sure.
And if your partner has a lot, or if your potential partner and or partner has a lot of those traits, then you might just let your antenna go up a little bit. Okay.
Maybe just a little.
The second one, though, Zach, I know this is going to surprise you. Want to guess?
No, go ahead.
The shy person.
Oh, shy
the
people?
The shy person.
No.
Who would think still waters run deep?
Still waters indeed. Do run deep. Shy people?
So if your potential partner or your partner is a little shy
Yeah.
and retiring, that sometimes means they're insecure.
See, I'm going to say this is the opposite way. They like that anybody is giving them attention.
Well,
so as
there
soon as
you
somebody
go.
else does, they're in on it. Like, oh man, this person is showering me with grace.
I tell you,
I
these
should spend time
millennials
with
are
them.
so smart. All you listeners, they already know what it took us baby boomers about 3 or 4 marriages to learn.
Well,
so,
thank you, Donna.
But anyway, the shy people tend to cheat a little bit more than those of us who are, those of you who maybe are not shy. And that is simply what Zach said. They're so happy to have anyone pay attention to them. There's a little insecurity and neediness, and so you got to watch for that.
Sure.
Third kind, selfish.
Selfish. Very similar to narcissist here.
Very similar, not quite as big a hole in the heart, but if they don't really pay much attention to you, or they are kind of looking for themselves, then they really don't value you that much. So
Right.
you kind of got to look out. If your partner is selfish, or if you're selfish, watch out, because you can be led astray.
Yeah, there's 2 lessons there, I think. 1, you should keep an eye on them, and 2, you can do better.
Actually, you can do better with all 3. So
Perhaps.
advice for the day from those dating and relationship experts that I have spoken to about this particular thing, which has become big because we just had a big Hollywood breakup.
We did.
Yep, and
Yeah.
they're saying if your partner has these kinds of personalities, watch out. The big Hollywood breakup was...
Chris Pratt and Anna Faris.
Oh my gosh, it was
Oh,
heartbreaking.
gosh.
For those of you who've watched Chris Pratt, and I know he's more of a millennial than a baby boomer, but be still my heart, I have watched him morph into this hot, sexy man.
Yeah.
A leading man in leading roles. And of course, Anna Faris is not bad to look at either.
Chris Pratt has this thing going right now that I think Will Smith had, like, 8 years ago. I used to call him the King Midas of Hollywood, because any movie he was in was awesome. It
Yep.
was gold.
Yep.
Like anything he was in, it was like, oh, he's great. He's a blockbuster star. Chris Pratt is quickly on that rise.
Well,
So it's a bummer when this happens, because it's like, oh man.
does it
Maybe
disappoint
fame got in the
people,
way.
or is it kind of exciting for those girls out there that maybe have some interest in the Chris Pratt type of guy?
Perhaps there are single individuals out there who will look at this and think, "Oh, perfect," which is twisted. You
competitive.
shouldn't think that, you know.
It is so competitive.
Yeah, but it's a dark world out there.
It is a dark world, and it is competitive. But Chris Pratt kind of shows what I also talked about on the radio this week out in Sacramento, California.
Oh, wow.
And that was that do you make a decision on Tinder? How do you like Tinder? Because you can only look at someone. You can only see them.
Right.
And you make a decision right off the bat. So Chris Pratt, of course, has become this new hot muscle guy and, lost all this weight. And so maybe he's, poster boy for Tinder. I don't
He
know.
dropped a couple lbs. That's true. It's funny that we live in a society now that's very much instant gratification.
It really
even
is.
in relationships. We want to look at somebody and immediately make a judgment.
But that
which is
leads
twisted.
to confusion and depression and all kinds of things. So we
Sure.
have to be careful on that. But I did want to mention that about cheaters. I kind of hate to talk about that, and next time we'll talk about something more positive. But it is out there in the world right now. There's been a lot of relationship situations about cheating here recently, and things that are happening in Hollywood and all over our United States.
Right. So, ladies, gentlemen, keep an eye out. Don't get got. That's important.
We've got an exciting couple today. They are so exciting. Have you met?
Briefly, yeah, I met them in the green room.
Okay.
And there's something else. I'm interested to hear their story. I'm really impressed.
Well, it is Psyche and Vontoba Terry. Psyche and Vontoba Terry. And we're going to be with them in just a few minutes. And what is so exciting about this couple is, unlike some of the couples that we've met, they are a successful couple together. And she started a lingerie line for curvy women. And also, I think, sells to a lot of maternity shops and that sort of thing. But how exciting. But we're going to talk to Psyche and we're going to talk to Vontoba in just a minute. But right now, we're going to take a little break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And Zach, sorry to tell you about those cheaters.
It's all right.
Zach, I can hardly stand it. We have Vontoba and Psyche Terry. Vontoba and Psyche Terry. I'm going to call you Von. Okay?
That works.
Because I'm Texan, and Texans can't say things very well. But of course, you're Texan too, so there you go.
Yeah.
So we
Yes.
got all Texans in here. But Von and Psyche are entrepreneurs, CEOs, business owners, and a married couple. Mm-hmm. How long?
This is year 13, but we count up, so we're always, I guess it's
We're in
year
our
12.
13th year of
Yeah, it's year
marriage,
12,
but we've been
we-
married for 12 years.
Now that's
wow.
hard
Yeah.
for
we
me.
round up.
We're always counting up. I'm like, so is it 14 yet? That would be next year.
That's so sweet.
That rocks.
Zach, did you hear that? They're
I
counting
did.
up.
Golly, see, I hope I can have something like that in the future.
Yeah, see, a lot
Yeah.
of couples I talk to have been married 12 years. They're going, how long is it? 12 years? My God, it seems like it's
dozen?
25 years. Yeah, and instead you cute things, you're counting up. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, how did you meet?
We met 15 years ago
Yes.
at a leadership development institute
Yeah.
in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
You are
Grand
so
Rapids,
serious.
Michigan.
This
Yeah.
is a serious
Well,
couple.
he knows not to get that right. Wrong. They're wrong.
Right.
I'm
Have to get it
watching him
right.
while he's saying it.
Whoa, they're sitting too
Yeah.
close together.
Yeah.
Were you in the corporate world, or what? How did you two meet?
Yeah.
We were college students.
We were college students. We were interning to be corporate people.
With
Working
what
hard.
company?
I was at Whirlpool.
Whirlpool.
Yeah.
Okay.
12 years there.
and I was
and
at
Bon-
KeyBank.
And KeyBank. Okay. And
Yes.
you were both at this leadership, and you just did the sparks fly, or what happened?
Would you say the sparks flew?
Sort of. She had just introduced the guest speaker for the luncheon, and she was looking for
Oh.
a place to sit
Yeah.
in the ballroom. So
And you just happened to have an empty
I
chair.
had to happen to have an open seat
It
next
was
to
like the only seat in the room, though.
No, you saw me from up there and decided to sit next to me.
Okay, it was like 500
Oh.
people in the room, but he
Yeah.
She still hasn't admitted to that.
Now, do you guys hear that? Here is a successful couple. I love it. They've been together so long they can finish each other's sentences, and they finish it the way they want to, and the other one accepts it. You know, that's the sign of a successful couple, Zach.
It's true. Yeah, you're very
Yeah.
flexible.
Yeah, they-
not afraid to speak
and
your
they
mind.
do it with humor. Humor is one of the secrets of a long and happy relationship.
That's
so,
true.
and
True.
and our podcast here is about dating and getting back out in the dating game and finding love. Maybe you've lost your lover some way, you know, or you've just had the same lover all these years. So, would you consider you two as lovers, or husband and wife, or couples, or?
No, it was lovers yesterday, right?
Oh
Yes.
wow! Did you? Okay, all right.
Lovers, best
Okay.
friends,
We-
husband and
We
wife.
need some
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra
Business
music.
partners.
Zach has put on his sunglasses.
Wow.
You know, we laugh about that, but couples who do stay married and who do stay together often have a sexual spark. And I just wrote a piece this morning about the 7 tips to stay together. And one of the big tips is, this is very simple, 2 words: have sex.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that sounds so simple, have sex. But we just did a show not long ago about millennials are having less and less sex.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What in the
And
world?
so I don't want to put Zach on
need
the
to.
spot,
Oh,
but
wow.
I have in the past.
Uh-huh.
And Zach is telling me it's probably because they are so busy.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doing what?
You know, I
Playing
think
on
it's
their
Doing
cell
what?
phone.
it's cast in a real wide
Facebook.
net, and the problem is you go too wide, the holes in the net are too big, and people just slip right through. That's where I'm at. Is it's too hard to nail down one person because people are so afraid of commitment.
There you go.
That's
I think
what I think.
we have so many choices when
Yeah.
we're millennials, and really all of us do nowadays with all the dating apps. See, you guys didn't have to go through the dating app.
No,
Scene.
I'm still a little
No, we
taken back
had
that millennials aren't
MySpace
having
and-
sex.
Yeah.
I cannot handle that right
Yeah.
now.
And what
That's
did you?
news
I'm
for
sorry,
me.
Psyche.
I'm taken back that millennials aren't having sex.
Well,
My mouth is still
they
dry.
it's not that they don't, but just not as often. Just not as often. I know it's shocking, but 2 words to stay together, successful coupling, and what was that again?
have sex.
Have sex.
I
That's
guess
number
that
one.
means by default that boomers are having more sex. Is that what that means?
Not necessarily. Actually, I think boomers might be though.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'm not sure about
I'm
that. I
learning a
haven't
lot this
checked
show. I
that.
got to write some of this stuff.
Yeah, we're going to check on that, and we'll get back to our viewers on that. Number 2, and that is that they can laugh with each other. They can laugh at each other and with each other.
That's important.
And I see that with you guys. Do you think he's funny? Do you think she's funny?
I think he's hilarious, and he has a sentence about me.
When we dated, I told her she was my favorite comedian.
I love it.
That's a great
I
line.
She would
love
say
it.
so many things that were funny to me, making up words and just making everything funny and sitting through movies. She's the commentary for the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Viewers, I wish you could see their cute faces right now. These two are just beaming at each other.
He's just
Yeah.
Is
making
that
me
not
smile.
wonderful after 12, almost
That is
13
great.
years? Yeah.
Yeah.
So have humor. The other thing is try new things together. Do you ever do that?
All the time.
Okay.
Every weekend we're doing something.
We're adventurers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah?
You are. What have you done in the last year that is particularly new for you guys? Maybe you hadn't done it before. It doesn't have to be an adventure. It could be food. It could be a new place you've gone.
Well, I'm immediately I think of wakeboarding.
Yes.
What? Oh, okay.
That was
Yeah,
painful.
that was it was
Wakeboarding.
yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was terrible actually, but it was good for us.
So you mean to tell me we're going to go on this platform, a rope is going to yank us into this pond, and we have to land perfectly or we're going to just wipe
Splash.
out.
and then smile and do it again. Yay!
But you did it together, and
We
that's
did.
and now you can laugh about it. I see it. I see it in
Yes.
Vaughn's face. He's
Yes.
smiling, and you're laughing.
It was good.
So try new things.
Yes.
That's really, really important.
You know, it takes an awful lot of coordination to get up on a wakeboard. I'm curious, which one of you kind of got it first?
Neither.
Neither.
All right.
Both left.
After
early.
an hour of trying.
We left
and
early.
then you see the 10-year-old just do it smoothly.
Yep.
Just like this. Just do this. You'll be fun.
Oh, they're young and flexible. What do they know?
It
They
was
can't. They can't even
great.
drive.
So number 4, Zach, moving along, and they are the epitome of a successful couple with a successful relationship.
Yeah.
I'm going to do number 4, and then I'm not going to do the other 3 because I want to hear about your business. Your business is too much fun. Just having your type of business is probably one thing that keeps you together, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the last thing is don't fight, and that's so simple. But when you fight, and we all do, then fight with humor, and I think you guys do that.
We actually do. Even coming here, we fought with humor.
There you go.
True.
I'm like,
That's
go faster, drive now. And they're always arguments, silly and petty like that.
And I was driving as fast as I could. I'm
Sure.
Yeah, and then I go, oh my God, who took over the wheel? Because you just jumped right in it. And he couldn't be mad anymore.
there
couldn't
you
help
go.
but smile.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
That's fantastic.
Well, Zach, do you know what Psyche does?
You know, I don't.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Psyche, we're going to let you and Vaughn tell us what your business is because it's so fun.
Yeah, well, for, I don't know, about 8 years, the past 8 years, we've owned a lingerie and skincare business. And the lingerie, I think, was a little too steamy, so we moved out of that just a few months ago. We are now doing solely a naturals business with just our skincare, but it still keeps us in about 6,000 retail stores. So we've done lingerie and skincare and hair care, and now our skin and hair care is in about 6,000 stores. But yeah, our lingerie business was a little too hot. Too hot for
It was
TV.
hot and steamy.
Man,
Photo shoots at the office.
Yeah, I'm like,
Models in
Vaughn,
and
get
out.
in your room now. The girls are coming through.
I didn't peek.
Yeah, you better not have.
I didn't.
Yeah, we had
So
quite a
Vaughn
few
is
things.
neither a narcissist, shy, or selfish.
if
it
he's
sounds
anything, he's
like.
honest.
He said he didn't cheat.
Do my best.
So now you're in the skincare business alone and hair care.
skin and hair care.
But at one time you were in the ladies
plus size lingerie. I still
plus
have
size
a,
lingerie.
yeah.
And Psyche's lingerie line is still out there at a few Macy's
Macy's.
stores and on Macy's.com. It's actually called Inspire Psyche Terry.
Boom.
Oh, okay. So what's the name of the skincare line?
Urban Hydration.
And what
Oh,
makes
wow.
that so good other than I need hydration
Oh my
always?
gosh, it's amazing. It's all natural. So we use it every day. We use it on our kids, our friends and family use
Well, you're
it.
a beautiful couple.
Thank you. We love it. Vaughn shaves with it every day, so it's good for guys and
Yes.
gals. But we use fruit extracts. So like whatever lemon is good for. If it's good for extracting, stuff out of your skin, we'll use that.
Okay.
Vanilla extract.
Vitamins.
Vitamins A and E and coconut oil is in every product. So
Wow.
it's all about nature.
And
Now
we still find a way to use it to stay steamy at home, too. I use our
Oh.
foot lotion to rub Psyche's feet.
I love it.
Nice.
So you must have good foot lotion. I tell you what, you guys are the epitome of that successful couple. You work together.
We do work together. Vaughn takes over the logistics side, which is it's 6,000 plus stores that we ship to. So it's
Whoa.
a lot of people, a
Wow.
lot of business to get on. And I do the creative side, so I create new products that can cause some arguments because I'm like, we should make urban hydration bikes and clouds
And he tries
That's
to
fantastic.
raindrops.
Headbands and
and he
socks.
tries to keep you on the straight and narrow, and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
another SKU to have to send out, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Where do you ship from? Are you here in Dallas or?
Yeah, we're in Dallas, Coppell.
Yep. We
In
ship out of
Coppell.
Capel.
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Now, how would I find your product?
We are in every TJ Maxx and Marshall stores in the country.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Every
again, the
single
name
one?
of it? The
Urban Hydration.
Urban Hydration. All the TJ Maxx, all of the Marshalls. And I guess we could probably go online.
Yeah, urbanhydration.com.
Okay.
Yes, and we have a list there as well.
Yeah.
Amazon.com
Of all the
and
stores.
Target.com.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
and a
And
lot.
Oh,
and
wow.
a lot of stores.
I wanted to ask real quick, how do you go from both of you very corporate backgrounds to plus size lingerie to skincare?
Can I
A lot of kind of different fields there. So help me kind of walk
Well,
through
I'll
that.
start.
You want to take that
Feeling
one?
is
I'll
right,
start.
Zach. That,
Yeah,
the
a little
feel.
bit. Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
little.
I'm
You
gonna
know.
let you do the weave. Okay,
Okay.
but the start is Since college, we liked being together. So we didn't want to do corporate away from each other. It was 8 extra hours out of the day that we didn't get to be together.
Yeah.
I
So
love
we've been
that.
kind of life hacking it from the beginning to figure out what could we do together.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked away from my job first. And as soon as we found that it could sustain the both of us, then Vaughn came along.
All right. And so have you been here in Dallas the whole time then since you married?
No.
No?
Been
How
moving
long?
around.
We spent a year together in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She had already been in Baton Rouge for a year. After Hurricane Katrina, our relationship deepened going through that together. We went to California. Didn't want to stay in Louisiana much longer after that, but we spent almost a year in Pasadena. Had the whole Hollywood experience. Famous audience members on Deal or No Deal. Our family members still call and say, "I see you on Deal or No Deal."
Oh, really?
We're just audience members.
Yeah.
And then we spent 4 years in Las Vegas from 2006 to 2010.
Wow.
And we've been in Texas since
Yeah.
7 years.
And it sounds like you liked every place you lived. I can,
We have.
for some
Vegas,
reason.
LA,
Yeah. Baton Rouge?
Baton Rouge.
Texas is where we had all three of our kids.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Texas is
okay.
home now.
Okay.
So you two work together and live together.
Yep.
A lot of people, a lot of couples, they like that space when they go to work and they can get away from their significant other for a little while just to clear their head, kind of refresh. What do you think of that?
Well, we had space while we were dating. We were long distance dating for 2 years.
Oh, for
and
2 years?
It was agony.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's kind of my best friend.
Oh.
There you go. There you go,
Kind of,
Zach.
sorta.
Kind of,
yeah.
sorta.
Like second string pick.
I can tell. I can
So
tell.
we just missed each other, and when we come home, we're right together. We don't. I think the only separate time we get away from each other is working out.
True.
You don't
Yeah.
work out together?
We don't work out together.
Oh,
We
okay.
used to when we didn't work together, but now
Alright.
we don't work
Now
out
you don't.
together.
Different
So,
goals.
if you, Vaughn, had one piece of advice to give a man to say you'll have a successful relationship or you're more likely to if you do this, what would you tell them to do?
Find out what her needs and desires are. Because if you find a way to at least attempt meeting them, she'll blow your mind with rewards.
All
because of that.
right. Guys, you need to listen to Vaughn, right, Zach?
Nothing like those brownie points.
I'm telling you what. Well, I believe him, too. I think he actually has done this.
Yeah.
Psyche, I can tell by the way you're looking at him. If you had a piece of advice to give us girls out there for a long-lasting, passionate, and fun relationship like you two have, any advice?
I'm thinking RESPECT. They need
Respect.
respect. Totally. Our men need to be respected.
Sure.
So many guys are disrespected at work or at play where they're not feeling like they're getting those macho tips that they deserve because
Okay.
they are our macho men. And at home, they need to feel like they're the macho men. They need to be able to be heard. They need to be able to be taken care of and stroked and fed and just nurtured. And I think they need to be the guys that we can kind of calm down and be the girls and let them be the men that they're called to be.
So in the age of feminism, which has now been, Zach, probably 40 years,
Sure.
how do we girls let our guys
Yeah.
or help our guys to let their macho side out and us keep our respect?
Yeah, that's the fun part about being a leader. I think one of the most influential leaders are leaders that can lead but know that they're leading from the background.
Okay. All
So
right.
I call that being the neck and not the head. So
There you go.
The head turns the neck, or the neck turns the head. So if you're a good neck and a good strong neck, you can turn that head any way you want.
So there you go, girls. We've got a master here with Psyche. And, we can be strong women, we can be forceful women, and we can still respect our guys,
Yeah.
right? Is that what you're
That's
saying?
exactly it.
Okay. And from the guy's standpoint, learn to communicate.
Yes.
Right, Vaughn?
Definitely.
Ask her what she needs. You just come right out and ask her, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I try to do my best to ask.
Oh,
You
that.
know, what can I do better? Is there anything that I'm doing that's not making you happy, or is there anything I can do to make you feel better about me as a husband
And
or father?
you learned that from, I think, a guy that had been married for, I don't know, 70 some years. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you learned well. Zach, any questions from you for Psyche or Vaughn?
You know, I don't think so. You two are so sweet. Thanks for coming on the show.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you just get along great.
We're so excited
Yeah.
to have you. Give us one more plug for your skincare because I want to make sure I get it
Sure.
at TJ Maxx or at where was it?
Marshalls.
Marshalls.
Yeah, Marshalls.
Mhm.
Yeah, Urban Hydration.
Urban hydration. And
Urban
girls,
hydration.
girls and guys, we all need that. We need hydration on our skin, in our body, and also we'll think of Psyche and Vaughn. So thank you so much for being on our show today. All of you out there, go on email and websites and look up Urban Hydration. You'll see these two on there. You'll know you're looking at a successful couple in every endeavor between the two of them, and also, of course, their business. And Zach, how do our listeners and our followers find us?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, you can find us at cinderellahascellulite@gmail.com. You can follow us on Facebook and subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher to follow the show and keep up with what we're doing.
We loved having you. We will see you in a week or two. We'll do something new. Don't forget to look out for those cheaters, but stay out there, stay in the game, and keep kissing a lot of frogs, and you'll find your prince.
You're listening to RNCN, the digital destination for premium talk radio.